My name is Darren King vs. Hodge, and I played in a movie called The Meltdown. I played the main character called Michael.
And you, sir?
My name is Earl Duzong, and I play in a miniseries called Counseling, and my character was Charles Bennett.
Okay, great. So those are pretty interesting names. The Meltdown, what is that about?
Well, The Meltdown basically tells the story of a husband who has been doing what he ain't supposed to do with his wife, and his wife eventually gets fed up. She decides to leave, and I don't want to reveal too much of the story because there's always a little subplot, and then of course, you know how it is sometimes. Man like to do, and when it gets done back, they can't take the pressure.
That's facts. And I guess you have a different role with being the mighty counselor? Or
No, I'm not the counselor, I'm the husband. I'm the husband playing, me and my wife went to a counseling session. Yes, and she's complaining about me. Well, I don't want to give away anything, but it's about her husband not producing after the hurricane and certain things going through his head and all those things. So,
yeah. Well, for me, I can't really fully relate to that character, but of course, we grew up in the Caribbean in a society where, my father, multiple kids, multiple women, and so forth. We can relate to our friends. Maybe even at a certain point in our life, to be honest, we've been in that situation. But so it's when you're acting, for me at least, given what I've learned throughout the years, is you have to portray real emotions, real situations, and that's what you got to bring across. And I was honored that Peter reached out to me to play this character, and we nailed it. And I always got to big up Peter because he's doing magnificent work throughout the years. And we need that full 2-hour film. That's what we need.
well, for me, the character was something that I just fell into, thanks to Peter, I must say. Peter asked me to play the character Charles, and when I read it, I was like, oh, okay. Counseling session, all right. But it's something that happens in our real life, and a lot of men go through it, and I can relate to it a bit, but not personally, but I understand where he was going, where the writer was going in that direction.
Now, how long have you been involved in theater and acting?
I'll let the veteran go first. The super veteran.
I started doing acting back in 1994, actually, yes. I've done over 20 stage productions, 2 film productions, 2 short film productions, and I've ventured into directing also.
Well, for myself, I think my first play that I ever did, technically, first play I ever did was actually in school, thanks to my history and English teacher, Ms. Van Putten, back in academy. But initially touching the stage at the Cultural Center was thanks to the late Sir Ian Valls, and that first play, I think that was about 2007-ish, somewhere around there, and it was Shirari's Revenge, and he just tossed me into the fire. I went in for a small role. I came to the first rehearsal one night, read, he said, I'm gonna be giving you the main character. I said, no thanks. He said, try it. Nearly made me, pass out. And then I went home, I said, all right, if he put his trust in me, I just gave it my all, learned my part, learned everybody else's part, and came back, and it was history since then.
What can you say about your work relation as well? You learning from him and being part of some of the same sets?
Oh, working with that first time around, I was blown away. I mean, for somebody who came from the music industry and being on stage for the first time, I was like, whoa, this guy got talent. And we did a lot of other productions after that, and I love working with Verse. I worked with a lot of different actors, Lita Gums, Shalma Flirton, Clarice Glasgow, and many more. But it's always an honor and a privilege to work with new actors also, to see the industry growing, because I feel that St. Maarten has a special talent. We have talent here, but we need to exploit it, and we need support. So whatever productions is coming out by anybody who is a local writer, local producer, I would ask the general public to come out and support.
Of all your different projects, which would you say are your top two?
I actually like doing commercials, to be honest with you. Commercials for a company because they pay. Sorry. And you can get it done sort of in a fast, turnaround time. So this stuff is again out of passion. We do it for the sake of the arts. But I think what we're trying to do now is, people get excited when they see us. Oh wow, this is good. We're seeing our local actors and it looks good, quality and whatever. And then it kind of fizzles down, and then you're trying to rebuild again. So it's to really try to just keep the energy going continuously. Like we're going to work on something next, or like Earl says, he's directing a project. We can sort of all rally behind that and support it. You know what I mean? So that's my thought on that.
Okay. What projects are you working on next?
The next, it's called The Wonderful Counselor. That's a miniseries, a 6-part miniseries. We have filmed 3 episodes, so we're looking to get that pitched as well. So that's 6 30-minute episodes, and like I said, we've completed 3 of those. That's starring a young actor on this island who's very talented. His name is Duzong, along with Janice Diaz, and you can see that the next generation are sort of coming up.
What do you want from me? You already made it clear how you feel about me.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
We got married with the understanding of one day starting a family.
I know. I just needed some time to get my business settled.
I'm about to be 48. How much time do you think I have?
Wait. Look. Can we at least talk about it?